It was meant to be a peaceful family holiday, a small seaside town in Portugal, sunny skies, laughter, warm nights. But on the evening of May 3rd, 2007, 3-year-old Madeleine McCann vanished from her bed, and the world would never be the same again. Praia da Luz, a quiet resort town in the Algarve. That night, the McCann family were staying in apartment 5A of the Ocean Club. Jerry and Kate McCann put Madeleine and her younger twin siblings to bed around 8:30 p.m. Then, like many other parents at the resort, they headed to the nearby tapas restaurant, just 55 meters away. Every 20 to 30 minutes, the adults took turns checking on the children. But around 10 p.m., Kate McCann returned to the apartment, and Madeleine was gone. Within minutes, the resort staff and other holidaymakers began searching. The Portuguese police arrived shortly after, but key mistakes were made early on. The crime scene was not secured. People walked in and out of the apartment, potentially destroying vital evidence. Interpol was notified. Border police were alerted, but there was no sign of Madeleine. As dawn broke over Praia da Luz, the search for Madeleine intensified. Local volunteers joined police in scouring the resort and surrounding areas. Police dogs were deployed, trying to track Madeleine's scent. Officers searched apartments, roads, rooftops, and open land. The Portuguese maritime police swept the coastline. Boats patrolled the waters. Tourists and residents formed search parties, combing beaches and streets by foot and by vehicle. Posters bearing Madeleine's face appeared across town, taped to lampposts, shop windows, and car windshields. But despite the growing search effort, there was still no sign of Madeleine. Within 24 hours, the story exploded into international headlines. Blonde-haired, blue-eyed Madeleine was instantly recognizable. Her face was everywhere. Newspapers, posters, and TV screens across the world. The McCanns gave emotional interviews. Celebrities like David Beckham and J.K. Rowling joined the appeals. The Pope met with the family. Donations poured in. But so did conspiracy theories. The public responded quickly. Thousands of people across Europe and other countries shared information and reported possible sightings. Many joined online groups focused on helping the search for Madeleine. The McCann family set up the Find Madeleine Fund. Donations arrived from around the world. The money helped pay for private investigators and continued media appeals. Madeleine's case became more than just a news story. For many people, it became a personal mission. The Portuguese police, known as the PJ, launched an official investigation. Initially, suspicion focused on abduction, but as weeks passed with no progress, the tide turned. In September 2007, Kate and Jerry McCann were officially named arguidos, suspects. The public was shocked. The media turned hostile, but no charges were ever brought, and in 2008, the Portuguese case was closed. In 2011, the UK's Metropolitan Police launched their own investigation, Operation Grange. Over the years, they identified several persons of interest. One stood out, Christian Bruckner, a convicted German sex offender who was in the area at the time. In 2020, German prosecutors announced they had evidence Madeleine was dead. But no body has ever been found, and no charges have ever stuck. In the months after Madeleine's disappearance, police agencies from several countries became involved. Europol and Interpol shared information with the Portuguese police. Officers from the United Kingdom, Spain, and other nations also reviewed reports and possible sightings. They examined border crossings and followed up on tips from the public. While no major breakthrough was found, the case became an example of how international police forces could work together on missing children cases. This cooperation continues to improve today. The McCann case had a profound impact on child safety practices worldwide. Holiday resorts across Europe reviewed and changed their child monitoring policies. Both Portugal and the United Kingdom introduced new child alert systems designed to mobilize the public quickly in future missing children cases. Families everywhere became more cautious about leaving young children unattended. Madeleine's disappearance also raised difficult but necessary questions. How should missing children cases be handled? And how can parents protect their children while traveling abroad? The effects of her case continue to influence child safety protocols to this day. Madeleine's disappearance changed the way parents travel. It changed how missing children cases are reported, and it triggered one of the largest investigations in modern history. Today, Madeleine would be 21 years old. Her face still appears on missing children posters and in news specials. The McCanns continue to hope, but the question remains: what really happened to Madeleine McCann on that warm night in 2007? If this case moved you, subscribe for more, and tell us in the comments, what theory do you believe?